Hi students, we are starting 7th example of exercise 2.1. Right angle triangle is given and GD is 8, GF is 12 and we have to find EG, FD and EF. So first we will start with EG. Here angle DEF, DFE is equal to 90 degrees and FG is perpendicular to ED given. So just by seeing this we can say by geometric mean FG square is equal to AG into GD. Correct? In theory we have studied this. If a perpendicular is drawn to hypotenuse, geometric mean. So it will be FG is 12 square is equal to EG not knowing into GD. It goes to 144 is equal to EG into 8. Therefore, EG is equal to 144 upon 8. Now the question is, how much we are strong in the calculations? So, if you know the table of 8 up to 20, then it is 8 8s are 8 1s are 8 18s are. EG is equal to 18. If you don't want to this, so EG is equal to 12 into 12 upon 8. 4 2s are 4 3s are 2 1s are 2 6s are. So EG is equal to 6 3s are 18. Any one method you can use for calculation, the answer will be same. If you are stronger in the tables, 8 1s are 8 18s are. Otherwise 12 square means 12 into 12. This is second part. Correct? So this gives you idea of first calculation of this. Now we are going to find FD. For that, to find FD, we have to consider triangle FGD. In triangle FGD, angle FGD is equal to 90 degrees. Therefore, by Pythagoras theorem, Pythagoras theorem, hypotenuse square FD square is equal to FG square plus GD square. Therefore, FD square is equal to FG is 12 square plus that is 8 square. Therefore, FD square is equal to 144 plus 64. Therefore, FD square is equal to 8, 10, 208. Sorry. Adding 144 and 64, we got 208. Therefore, taking square root, FD is equal to under root 16 into 13. I told you must be strong in each table up to 20. You have studied 5 tens are 50, but you must know 5 20s are 100. So double of each table you must know. That will help you in the calculations. So FD is equal to 16 square root is 4 under root 13. This is the answer of second part of this example. Second part of the example. It's depending on your calculating ability, how quick you are going to get the answer. In the third part, we have to find the length of EF. For that purpose, we have to consider triangle DFE in triangle DFE, angle DFE is equal to 90 degrees. Therefore, by Pythagoras theorem, hypotenuse is ED, the whole square is equal to DF square plus EF square. So putting the values, this 18 plus 8, 26 the whole square is equal to, what is DF? DF is 4 root 13 the whole square plus EF the whole square. So 26 square is equal to 4 root 13 the whole square plus EF the whole square. EF is unknown. So that calculation was involving some decimal numbers. So it would have been difficult to calculate the square root of decimals. So we are taking triangle FGE instead of EDF. This root signs and all these things will come. We have taken triangle, smaller triangle FGE. Angle FGE is equal to 90 degrees. Therefore, by Pythagoras theorem, hypotenuse is EF. EF the whole square is equal to GF square plus GE square. We need EF, so unknown. Therefore, EF square is equal to GF is 12 plus 18 the whole square. Therefore, EF the whole square is equal to 144 plus 18 square. You have to be very quick in these squares and square roots. 18 square is, so 18 square is 324. The whole is now, the sum is 8, 6 and 468. Taking square root, EF, it is not a perfect square, so EF is equal to 36 into 13. 36 into 13. Therefore, again EF is equal to 36 square root is 6 and in the under root is 13. So this is the answer of third part. We find EG, FD and EF. First we use geometric mean, second we use Pythagoras theorem, again we have used Pythagoras theorem. We drop the idea of taking DFE because there is a root sign and it will create problems in the calculations and the answer will be in decimal point. So some students may feel difficult, so I have taken EFG. Correct? So we are starting the 8th example in which a rectangle is given. Quadrilateral ABCD is a rectangle and length is 35 centimeter. Breadth is 12 centimeter and they have asked us to find the diagonal, length of diagonal. Here quadrilateral ABCD is a rectangle. Therefore, angle DCB, ABCD, whatever it may be, it must be correct. And BC equal to 35 centimeter and CD equal to 12 centimeter. Therefore, by Pythagoras, angle of a rectangle, reason you must write angle of a rectangle. Angle of a rectangle. So, by Pythagoras theorem, BD square is equal to BC square plus CD square. So that means BD square is equal to BC is 35 the whole square plus 12 the whole square, isn't it? So it makes very simple. 35 square is 1225 plus 144. This is 8th example of 2.1. So it makes us 1225 plus 141. BD square is equal to 1369. So BD is equal to, you can check the squares and square root of any. This is perfect square, this is perfect square. When you add it, it must be a perfect square. It must be a perfect square. It is a rule of mathematics. When you add two perfect squares, their addition is also perfect square. So this is and taking square root, it is 37 centimeters. BD is equal to 37 centimeters. The diagonal length of the diagonal is 37 centimeter. So we are starting the 9th example of exercise 2.1. They have given us one right angle triangle PRQ, and they have said M is the midpoint of RQ. M is the midpoint of RQ, and we have to prove PQ square is equal to prove PQ square is equal to, what they have said is 4PM square minus 3PR square. 4PM square minus 3PR square, that we have to prove. Yeah, that we have to prove. So given, we will make it in two parts. First part is consider triangle PRQ. In triangle PRQ, angle R is equal to 90 degrees. Therefore, by Pythagoras theorem, PRQ. So PQ square is equal to PR square plus RQ the whole square. This is statement number 1. Similarly, in second part, consider triangle PRM. Angle R is equal to again 90 degrees. Therefore, by Pythagoras theorem, PM square is equal to PR square plus RM square. Correct? This is 2. But you can take it as a third part, but this RM is equal to half of RQ. M is midpoint, reason M is midpoint. See, first we have taken larger triangle, then smaller triangle, applied Pythagoras theorem, and we got another thing, that RM is nothing but half RQ, because M is a midpoint. Therefore, PM square is equal to PR square plus into bracket 1 upon 2 RQ the whole square. 1 upon 2 RQ the whole square. It will become PM square is equal to PR square plus 1 by 4 RQ the whole square. Okay? Now multiply by 4, we get 4 PM square is equal to 4 PR square plus RQ the whole square. See, here it is the thing which is very important. You have to be keep in mind. This step is very important. This we can write as a 4 PM square is equal to 3 PR square plus remaining PR square plus RQ the whole square. This step is important. Keep in mind. We have taken we have taken what we have done is 4 PM square is equal to, we have split this 4 PR square, 3 PR square plus into bracket remaining PR square plus RQ the whole square. We have split the 4 PR square. So this will be from statement 1, PR square plus RQ square is nothing but PQ square. So it will be 4 PM square is equal to 3 PR square plus PQ the PQ the whole square from 1. What statement number 1 says? PQ square is nothing but PR square plus RQ square. We have put the value. Okay. Now transfer this 3 PR square to this side. What we will get? Therefore, 4 PM square minus 3 PR square is equal to PQ square, or our proof, PQ square is equal to 4 PM square minus 3 PR square. This is the required proof. We have taken the first PRQ as a right angle triangle and applied the Pythagoras theorem. In second, we have taken the smaller triangle and applied the Pythagoras theorem. In second, this RM is half of RQ. This RM is half of RQ. We put that value in this statement. After solving, we got PM square is equal to PR square plus 1 by 4 RQ the whole square. So, multiplying by 4, we got 4 PM square, 4 PR square and RQ square. This PR square, 4 PR square, we split into 3 plus 1. 3 plus 1. This 3 PR square is outside the bracket and remaining PR square we have taken inside the bracket. So this PR square and RQ square are nothing but, PR square plus RQ square is nothing but PQ square. We have put the value and transfer this 3 PR square to left hand side and we got the proof. proof. This was 9th example of exercise 2.1. And this is the 10th example of exercise 2.1. What they have said, BD is the road. BD is the road. BD is the road. And two buildings, AC and ED, are standing in front of each other. BD is the road, AB and ED are two buildings standing in front of each other, and they are parallel to each other. They are parallel to each other. Okay. Now, one ladder is there. One ladder is there, whose length is 5.8 meter. 5.8 meter. AC is the first position of ladder. The ladder is put to building AB, where height of AB building is 4 meter. And again the ladder is taken to second building, whose height is 4.2 centimeter. So conclusion is, there are two buildings having height 4 meter and 4.2 meter. One ladder is there, 5.8 meter length. First it has put to first building and second building. So AC is the first building, ED is the second building. AC is the first position of the ladder and C is the second position of the ladder, and AB parallel to ED. In such situation, there are two right angle triangles, ABC, and second is EDC. Clear? Once again I am explaining in short. Two buildings parallel to each other. BD is the road. Same ladder is put on first building and same ladder is put on second building. So there are two right angle triangles which are ABC and ECD. ABC and ECD. We have to find the length of the road. Length of the road. For ABC, the angle ABC is 90 degrees. So by Pythagoras theorem, this is the main equation. So what happens to this now? Put the values. What is AC? It is 5.8 meter square is equal to, what is AB? 4 square, and BC, road. BC is a part of the road. So BC square is equal to 5.8 the whole square minus 4 square. Therefore, BC square is equal to 5.8 the whole square is equal to, it comes 33.64. It comes 33.64 minus 16. So BC square is equal to, it comes 17.64. 17.64 meters. Correct. 17.64, and square root of it is BC square is equal to 5.8 the whole square minus 4 square. Then BC square is equal to 5.8 square is 33.64 minus 4 square is 16. So BC square is equal to 17.64. Correct? And taking square root, take square root, we got BC is equal to 4.2 meter. 4.2 meter. Now this side, CE is 5.8 meter. Same ladder. ED is 4.2 the whole square plus CD square. CD is the second part of the road. Now, we have seen 5.8 square is 33.64 is equal to 4.2 square is nothing but 17.64 plus CD square. So they are given numbers in such a fashion that one calculation helps the other calculation. One calculation helps the other calculation. So this will be CD square is equal to 33.64 minus 17.64. And now they have said find the width of the road. Width of the road. BD. Width of the road. So CD square is equal to 16. So CD is equal to 4 meter. Take square root. So now BC is 4.2 and CD is 4 meter. CD is 4 meter. So when we add this BC and CD, width of the road, we'll get width of the road is equal to BD is equal to BC plus CD, which is equal to BC is 4.2 plus 4, which is equal to 8.2 meters. So final width of the road is equal to 8.2 meters. Correct? So again, two buildings and a road. Two buildings and a road. Two parallel buildings. They have said buildings are parallel to each other. And one ladder has adjusted to one building first and second building afterward. So we got two right angle triangles ABC and ECD. Applying Pythagoras theorem simply, we got two measurements BC and CD. They have given nice numbers which will help you each other. So calculations are easy, and we got BC is 4.2 meter and CD is 4 meter. So width of the road is nothing but BC plus CD. BC plus CD. BC plus CD. So it makes the width of the road BC plus CD. BC is 4.2 and CD is 4. So finally width of the road is 8.2 meters. This finishes exercise number 2.1 of lesson number 2, Pythagoras theorem. And next is application of Pythagoras theorem, which requires some little bit skilled thinking. And meanwhile, I may start the third lesson, or sorry, third lesson of science 2, that is life process 1, which is very important. All technical points and biological points are there. So please be careful while studying biology lesson. Thank you.